guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be doing a braiding tutorial. I'll be braiding my daughter's hair all the way back. Alright, so enjoy this video. So to begin your braid, first you're gonna part the section, the amount that you want it to part in or to section in. So I am not doing it really big, and I'm using a tail comb. That's what I'm using to part with. So you try to get it as straight as possible, as or how you desire. Alright. Let me see if it's suitable for me. Alright. So this is how I want it. This is this much I want to begin with. I think it's straight enough for me. Alright. So I'm gonna put away this side of the hair. You can use this or you can use a scrunchie. I think the scrunchies would work out better for me. If it's not detangled, it's not going to come out the way you want it to. It's going to come in a bit, it's not going to be smooth. So I want mine to be a little bit neat. So I'm going to put a little bit of gel on the sides. I'm going to brush it all in. This part is optional because it's not everybody like to use gel, but you can use a little bit of oil on the scalp. And the gel that I'm using, it is olive oil styling gel. So this is not bad. So first you're gonna make sure your fingers is on the scalp. So you're gonna start from the front. And you're gonna lay your fingers flat or your hand flat. And you're gonna do it. Let's see, they got 3 strands. And you're gonna braid under. So you're going to take the 3 strands, each at a time, you go under. Take 1, and I go under. And you do the same thing all the way until you get to the back. And make sure when you're doing so, you make sure there's no knots. You see how I do? I make sure I go up, just to make sure it's not tangled up.
You can glide your fingers through.
Right. So you glide your fingers all the way through. And then you grip on the ear as tight as possible, but not too tight. So you grip the ear with your fingers. So you do the same thing all the way through until you get to the end of the ear. See? So you glide your fingers all the way through the ear. And you grip on it tight as possible, but not too tight to cause you to lose your hair. Tight enough where it's neat. So when you get to the end of the ear, if you're easily get loose or
Unbraided.
So if your hair easily get loose or unbraided, you can just put an elastic at the end of the ear. See? So you do the same. Under three strands. Under. Go under. And go all the way to the end. So I am going to, just a little piece going to be left out where I'm just going to use my finger and twirl the ends. So this will help to keep the braid. If you don't want to use elastic, at the end of the ear you can just twirl your fingers, twirl the ear on your fingers, and it will keep it. But if you want to put elastic, you can go ahead and do so. So see how I put the elastic. Over, under. You just leave it there. And it will keep. As long as you want it to keep, it will keep. So I'm going to do the same thing with this next section that I'm going to do. So you try to get it as straight as possible. So I'm doing the same as I did the first braid. As straight as possible. Alright, so this is good enough for me. So I'm going to pull this section away from the braid that I'm going to do. And I'm going to do the same as I did. I'm going to detangle the hair. Bring it through. So this is for neatness, so we don't have any flyaways and all those things. And if you notice, I don't use a lot. I just use a small amount. And as I said, it's optional if you want to do this part. So I'm going to brush the hair. I'm going to brush the section. So while I'm doing that, I have to be careful because I don't want to mess up the one that I did already. So remember, you start from the
root.
From the root, closer to the face, and you pick up 3 strands. then you go under with each strand. Over. And so you go under. So each section or each strand goes under each other. So while I'm doing this, my daughter is learning to braid at the same time. So I'm teaching her at the same time. I thought she knew how to braid though, because I see she do some stuff in her hair. I thought she knew. But she's letting me know that she did not. So she's learning at the same time. So notice, I make sure the hair is not tangled up. I glide my fingers all the way through the hair. All the way through. All the way through. And if you notice the hair going under. Under. Okay, so hold this space, bring it under. Alright, so you might get a clearer view when I reach at the end of the ear. So I do like this, bring the hair, separate each strands, and I put it under. You twirl the hair around your fingers. So her hair is not easily undone. So the twirling the hair around the finger, that is good enough. But if you have lighter hair that easily undone or a softer texture hair,
if you have looser curls
or looser, right? You know, you have to put
a rubber band
to secure it. Right. Where's the brush? You try to make it neat along the way while you go. And I'm going to do the same as I did. So I'm going to put a little bit of gel just for neatness, so we don't have any freezing off here. Just want it to be all together, looking well done when I'm through. going to brush it in. And while I'm doing so, I'm being mindful of the others so I don't undo the others. So it is important to make sure the hair is not tangled up. Make sure the hair is detangled. Tangle free, because it helps to go much smoother when it's tangle free. So we're going to do the same. Start at the root. Separate in 3 strands. So we're going to go under with each strands. So because I put the gel on it, it's a little bit slippery, so it's a little more harder for me to grip the hair. So be mindful of the amount of gel you use on the hair while you're doing so. Just put a small amount so it will be much easier for you to do. So you can grip the hair much better. So I glide my fingers all the way through to the hair. So I'm gliding my fingers all the way through the hair. So the hair can detangle. Under, you go under with each strands, under, you might not get it at the first time, but you just practice. Practice is important. Practice and practice, because that's how I learned to do my hair. You have to practice, then you get good at it. All the way through. Now I'm going to twirl the ends around my fingers. it from getting loose. Okay. So guys, I'm on the final braid. So you do the same as you did, as I showed you the others. Stay as close to the scalp as possible. And remember, you don't grip on the ear too tight, because if you do that, you're going to destroy the root of the ear follicles, so they will fall out, alopecia will develop, so we don't want that. So you grip loosely, not too loose but not too tight, so in between. I don't know if you know what's in between, but in between. And you go on the right, you shouldn't feel pain, right? And I'm trying my best to make sure there's no pain here. All right, so when you reach at the nape of the ear, also you must be mindful you don't grip too hard, too tightly, because if you do so, the ear will fall out. You will be you will be in discomfort, and you don't want to be looking good and in discomfort. That makes no sense. So the end of the ear kind of knotted up. So what I did, I just comb out the ends just to make sure I can glide my fingers easily through each strands. And you keep the fingers as close to the scalp as possible. See, I'm at the end of the ear and I'm at the nape. So if you notice, I have enough room, enough hair left out, so she won't be in any discomfort. It's loose enough. So I'm going to comb through because it's a bit tangled. See, under, all the way under with each strands, under. And then you're going to twirl the ends around your finger. To prevent it from being undone when you don't want it to be undone. Alright. So guys, I am through doing this cornrow. So this is how it's done. This is the finishing touch. All the way, we're trying to give a 360 right here. Right. And this can also be a protective styling, you know, to give your hair a break, so you don't have to be in your head all every day, because you know sometimes the hair need a break. All right guys, all right, so I'm through with her hair. And do you like it?
Yes, I do like it.
All right, so, and it fits you, it fits well.
Thank you.
So guys, you see I'm still doing my challenge. See, I did put my hibiscus mask, my avocado, and my aloe vera mask on. I'm on the 5th week, still going. So I'm going to wash out my hair after this, but I'm not going to show you the process, but I'm just showing you that I'm still doing my challenge. So guys, we're at the end of the video, and I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to watch my channel or to watch my videos. So guys,
don't forget to like, comment, share,
subscribe.
Bye.
Bye. See you in my next video. Bye.